Look who's first. This amazing bean. Yep. Who's a good viewer? You are. Have a cookie. Re-Crix heart.
Hello, all you lovely, beautiful people. Hope you're doing fantastic as always, and welcome back in. It's our suggestion stream time, and it should be nice to note that we have a nice selection of games. It's also going to be another thing to side note. I might not make it through this stream. I might have to end it early, because I am still recovering from being sick. That being said, I think we're going to be all right. I think we should be good. And today, I'm going to start off with a game called Showman's The Awakening, which apparently is a very similar game to most FNAF-style games. It's Sit and Survive. However, this is made in Blender. It's a game made in Blender, which seems interesting. You don't really see that too often, so I'm excited to see what this does. So let me quickly get you guys all set up with this, but before we get started, how are you guys doing today? Let me know what's going on with you. I want to know more about you and how you're doing. It's actively fucking with my... Oh, this game has a resolution that's really dog shit. Oh, no. Oh, not only is it dog shit, it crashed immediately. Oh, and it fucked up all of my windows. You know, I love it when I get fucking software that people recommend and it doesn't fucking work. You know, that really makes me happy, guys. Thank you. Alright, nope, we're not playing this. Nope. Nope, not a chance in hell. Nope. Never mind. We are not fucking playing that, because that immediately screwed with all of my shit. I got my go-go juice and a quick stream. I'm happy. I would like a energy drink right now, and I have some in the fridge. But if I take one this late, I'm gonna have some kind of problems, because I haven't eaten shit today. Because my stomach's been upset. It's almost as if you have to deal with Taco Bell food poisoning. That doesn't tend to end well. Alright. Alright, never mind. We're gonna switch to another game because I'm not doing that if it's fucking with my resolutions that badly. I should be able to open a game and not have it do that. What game? The one you recommended, because it immediately fucked up all of my windows and procedurally crashed while running in the background and slowed everything down. Not doing that. Not doing that. Like, my PC can handle it, but it does not like to play nice, and so I'm not gonna play nice with it. Not a chance. Alright, instead, we're gonna start off with... I think Blood Mall. It came without a warning, put an end to the massacre, and hunt down the dinosaur. This comes from Ganryu. Let's see what we got going on here. Also, I just realized I did not put up my chat, so I can read it without having to have that on screen. So give me one sec. You can play it off stream. I might not even do that, because again, it did fuck up everything. I will see about it, but don't get your hopes up. Don't mix the cauldron. Don't mix the cauldron. Is this a U cover? No. What? It's probably a song I could sing, but I have never managed to find an instrumental for it. But I cannot mix that well with lyrics. This is the end of me. Just don't watch me die. Also, apparently in the process of this, I found another game that was on this list called Surveillance, and I might actually look at that at some point. Someone's got to remind me. Also, hi Cheeto. I see you. Welcome on in, everyone. Give me 1 sec to get this game booted up. Okay. I need to find my file explorer. Also, the audio for the music is really loud. There we go. You have pizza? Pizza sounds really good right now, but I don't know if my stomach would agree with dairy. That's the only, like, major problem I'm having right now is, like, I would love to have cheese, but I don't know if my stomach could handle having cheese. Does that make sense? Like, cheese is the nectar of the gods, yet I can't seem to identify if my stomach's going to be able to handle it. I have Gouda in the fridge that I can make for sandwiches, and I can't have it yet. And it makes me sad. Plus, pizza is super greasy. Well, that's never stopped me before. I have eaten full-on pizzas when I've been sick before. This has actually happened. Nothing in any sense of this world can stop me from eating pizza. I will be on my deathbed in the hospital suffering from cardiac arrest, and I'll be taking a big-ass chomp out of a pepperoni fucking slice, dude. Cardiac arrest? Nah. Pizza. But hey, it's fine. I'm sure I'll manage one way or another. Strong stomach. I wouldn't say I have a weak stomach, but I definitely have a stronger stomach than most. Like, I can take a lot of acidity. I once got drunk drinking pickle juice. I want to preface, it's not easy to get drunk off of pickle juice. You have to drink a lot of pickle juice to get drunk. It is really funny. In my final moments, I must request a large slice of pepperoni with extra cheese. Look, if I don't get buried with a box of Mr. Moto's pizza, then I don't want to be buried at all, okay? It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Delivering me to my deathbed. How you doing, Sam? I found a meme on Blue Sky that I thought you'd like, and it was literally just like something about Elder Scrolls, but it was just the history of Windows scroll bars. How you doing? Ooh. I do like the Elder Scrolls. Yes, you do. That you do. Anyways, what's everyone been up to today? What you guys been doing? You guys been sleeping? You guys been playing games? Working? I'm playing the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster right now, and I'm having a chill night. Hey! Always love to hear it. Thank you for stopping on in. I am still waiting for this game to extract. Apparently Blood Maul does not like extracting quickly. But then again, there is like 200 files here, so. How did you fare with your sickness? I'm still sick. Oh, I'm still sick, baby. I'm going through the ringer, that Taco Bell strive, if you want to call it that. But I should be fully recovered by tomorrow. Right now, it's mostly just like a slight bit of pain, and I haven't eaten anything today because my stomach's been a little upset. But like, I am faring so much better. Like, by comparison, yesterday, I was like, hospital bed level, I need to sit the fuck down. I need to relax. I need to rest. Today, by comparison, I could fight God. So, If that's any kind of way of understanding what I'm going through, then yeah. I'm trying to fix all of my fucking things in OBS because that game literally fucked up everything. But I'll be fine. I will say if I do need to end early, I will be ending early. So don't get too surprised if I'm like, hey, I've had enough tonight. I'm gonna go find and force myself to eat something because I need food. Or I could try to eat something on stream, but like I'd rather not. I really hate eating on stream outside of food reviews. Or like when we're not doing like watch things. Like if I'm doing like memes on YouTube. By the way, if you guys want to have a nice little blast to the past, depending on how old you are, or do you want to witness a bit of nostalgia you never had, I will be going over a ton of 90s ads on Monday, so tomorrow. So if you guys want to hang out for that, well, be sure to be there at the normal stream time. I'll be hopefully bringing over some various peeps to help commentate on this, because some of these ads I've never seen in my life. Guaranteed. Also, is this game opening? No, it is not. Wait. Am I a liar? I might be a liar. No. Okay, hold on, I don't know what's going on with this game. I want it to boot. What about ads? We're going to be going over a ton of 90s ads tomorrow. We're going to be witnessing the weirdness and wackiness of the 90s through advertisement campaigns. And I'm going to be reviewing them and commentating on them because I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting. Also, just generally speaking, like 90s ads were a different breed of bullshit. Like, let's be honest. Like, we all have seen like a couple of ads from like the late 80s, early 90s. They are acid trips, okay? They are acid trips. My childhood. Well, your childhood, but not in the same country. Talk about ads from 90s just forgotten. Okay, look, but Taco Bell ads from the 90s were actually kind of amazing. Like, that Chihuahua raised a generation. And I'm only gonna say this because, back then, Taco Bell didn't fucking suck. Nowadays, they'll scam you and then give you fucking food poisoning. And then you have to can a stream early because you're suffering from food poisoning. No, do not update Microsoft Edge, you fucking cunt. So reaction stream, kind of. Almost a reaction stream. I think it's a bit more involved than a reaction stream because I am actually fully like going to be pausing after everyone commentating on them. Or at least mostly everyone. Windows protected your PC. Play the goddamn game. USA ads in general tend to be super weird from what I've seen. They are. They are very weird. Like, I want to preface this. The US as a whole is the most pick-me country out of all of them. Like, I just, like, that's just how it is. The United States is a pick-me country. You know how there's, like, pick-me girls just like, I'm not like other girls. That's the US. You can't convince me otherwise, by the way. Also have a huge copied video game or a video meme in my clipboard. It goes past 500. What does that mean? Is there new slang that I'm not aware about? Am I getting older again? I'm terrified about the 90s ads. Ours were weird enough. Oh, yeah. I can assure you that whatever you could picture as weird for United States advertising in the 90s, it'll be weirder. I can assure you of that. $500 characters? What? I went to an old bowling alley yesterday. I think it was about 100 years old. I will say, older bowling alleys have a nice aura to them. a nice ambiance that can't be replicated in modern bowling alleys. Then again, I will say I do enjoy my fair share of bowling at round 1. Hands down. This is the only way it could have ended war. No longer needed its ultimate I am not rating all of that. I am not reading all of that out loud. Jesus fucking Christ. Also, the game is trying to load, so give it a second. It is, it's loading, but it is struggling loading. And then again, this game has only been out for like 2 weeks, so makes sense, you know? We know C game. It's because the game hasn't loaded, Einstein. I just said this twice. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, and then I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm again. I broke my friend's mind with OT. With it? Oh, I thought you were meant with something else. I mean, I feel like if we're talking robots, right, and like the weirdest shit that robots have done in terms of like general things. Fuck, what am I thinking of? What is the thing that I'm thinking of? I have no mouth and I must scream. I feel like between that and Ultra Kill, we have some interesting perspectives of robotics. Does that kind of make sense? This game is not loading, by the way. Well, let me reboot the game. Let me reboot the game. Give me 1 sec. Oh, okay. That loaded. At least I think. I'm getting more sound effects than I was previously. Have you played the game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? I haven't. And I was advised not to do it on stream because of how dark it is. My favorite 90s ads are the Sega Saturn ones with the Segata Sanshiro. I love Segata Sanshiro. Just Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro, Segata Sanshiro. I remember that when Sega Saturn was getting close to its end of lifespan, right? Segata Sanshiro had like a final hurrah and was killed in an ad. And people just fucking mourned the loss of Segata Sanshiro. Honestly, probably one of the best outcomes for any kind of advertising campaign, in my opinion. From Sega. Like, I don't know what it was about the Saturn, but like, it was a different breed of bullshit. There we go. Okay. So welcome to Blood Mall. Please be advised, this videotape contains scenes of blood, violence, and... Okay, well, I can't read that. Well, you guys saw the warning. Looks like we're based on a VHS here, but let's see. Let's skip intro. Story mode makes challenging... Less challenging difficulty. Well, let's just go in. I'm sure it'll be fine. The one man who tied Chuck Norris in a fight. Wait, is that actually a thing? Did they, what? It's actually really messed up, yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I would have, I'm gonna be real. I would have played it for a, what the fuck? Hey, yo! There is murder. Death Battle. Wait, Death Battle did a... What? Hold on. You're telling me there was a death battle with Segata Sanshiro and Chuck Norris. Am I hearing this correctly? Okay, I will have to watch that.
Get your ass in there and take that fucker down. Take that fucker down.
Please tell me you brought bait.
Sure.
The best
Definitely.
of the best, Captain.
Hallelujah. But Jesus Christ, what the fuck is in there? Sorry, probably shouldn't make you any more nervous. Here's your gun. Single shot break action shotgun.
That.
Old school.
Why? 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 Hello, Resident Evil Clorox. Resident Evil Clorox. I love that. I love that. That's great. How you doing, Vi?
Make those shots count. Or God help us all.
God
Those boys
help
will be
us
praying
all.
For you. That thing gets out.
It won't, Captain.
Radio in when you figure out what that thing is. We're sealing you off. Close the shutter.
Oh. Lunch. Fries. I could go for some fries right now. What game is this again? This is Blood Mall. It's a actually really nice environment. Hold shift to run. I sure. But remember, noise attracts attention, then I'm not gonna run. Doing Sublime, just yapped my girlfriend's ear off with some Elden Ring lore. How's your girlfriend, by the way? Because if I remember correctly, like, she's popped in here before. Fries and pizza pies. I agree. I agree. Fries and pizza pies. What the fuck? What the hell is this? I don't know why I thought I could do that. They're impaled with two spears. Whatever these are. These poor people, dude. Ooh. Guys, it's time to go inside the burger joint. Let's go. Yeah, I've got crouched to get in here. Hey! You're alive!
Please, help me. Wait, be quiet. I think it's here. Oh God!
Oh, okay. Well, at least they have a good choice in beverage. We got Pepsi. Not that nasty ass shit Coca-Cola. Then again, I should be a bit more critical of Pepsi right now, because they did pull out of Pride. Which does bother me a ton. Oh. That's an EAS tone.
This is an important message. If you are near Dayton County Mall, please leave the area immediately. Do not approach the building. Remain indoors, lock all doors and windows, and stay off the roads. Further instructions will follow.
It's locked. I need to find the key. Should be nearby.
You'll play on the radio.
The environment with this is good. Someone got squished by a vending machine I saw, and it felt really bad. He took two of those spears. Hopefully the one in his head got him first. Probably not. This reminds me a lot of the gruesomeness of mouthwashing. I actually really like this already. Like, this makes me very happy. Ooh, I found the staff room key. Dude, those burgers look sublime. I got an 8-pack of strawberries and cream Pepsi. I'm in love with it. Okay, can someone find me where that's being sold? Because I need this in my life. I know of strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper.
Remain indoors, lock all doors and windows, and stay off the roads. Further instructions will follow. This is not a trick.
Computer was left amidst honest all the panic. No, attendance loss. James in, Max is in, Sally is in, Josh is out. Let's think about his dad's work having a big day today. In England. Is it only in England, though? Also, if it is, can we find a way to get it to me? We need to find a way to get this imported to me ASAP. I want that as a food review. I need it as a food review. Jesus Christ, dude. That is visceral. The pavilion looks like a good area to place bait. Here coming, hide. Guys, why is the environment growing red? I can't run away from it. Ah! How? Oh. It's not available in the US, sadly. It might have to be imported. Fuck, dude. With the tariff cost, you kidding me? Alright. We'll look online just to see if I can order it. Because I need to try it. I've got to try it. I don't think I've ever heard of Sam being as excited about a Pepsi product. It comes in cute pink cans.
We
Ooh.
have a pediatrician on the line.
A pediatrician? Why?
Paleontologist, Captain.
Oh.
I'm Dr. Beatty, trying to help in any way I can.
Doctor, there are these spears everywhere. There are people impaled on them.
What you've described sounds like a specimen from the Triassic period, 252 million years ago.
How?
A Hastavenator, the spear hunter.
Is that actually a dinosaur? Can someone fact check this? A Hastavenator?
I'm sorry. Spear hunter?
That is exactly the reason it should not be here. It should never be here. It grows
No
large
shit,
nerve cells
Einstein.
and sheaths in the throat,
It's a fucking
and it does provide
dinosaur.
muscle contraction.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Aim for its neck. It's vulnerable. And it might prevent the Hastavenator from launching more spears.
You heard the lady. Place another one of those ribeyes and obliterate that son of a bitch. Over and out.
It's not. Okay. Well then, this is a 0 out of 10 game, not realistic enough dinosaurs. Is that an arcade? Oh, I found an arcade. Banish the witch. Interesting. Song on Bunker 73. Cold War ghosts, sign me up, but now's not the time. Fresh catch, not the time to play. Oh, is that the only 3 games we have? Damn. Let's see, we got Doritos, Lay's barbecue, Ruffles mix, Doritos Cool Ranch. I still miss this old design of Doritos. I like this logo better than what we have now. Fritos, those pretzels with like gold in its title, its name, normal Lay's. I think those are peanuts or animal crackers. Cheetos, Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, popcorn, Act 2, gummies, M&M's. Looks like something involving Nutella. That's one of those like Chex Mix type deals. Cheez-Its. I think that's a fruit snack. Combos. That looks like a Cracker Jacks. That is not a Cracker Jack. That's Rocky Road, I want to say. Starbursts. No, that's Rocky Road. That's Starburst. That's Planters, Peanuts, and Cashews. I want to say that that's the Hershey. No, that's Almond Joy. Hershey's, M&M's Peanut, Baby Ruth. It's normal Reese's, Skittles, Payday. No, that's Rocky Road. That's definitely Rocky Road. What the fuck is this then? The blue checkered bag. That's not Cracker Jack. No, in hell, that's Cracker Jack. They never had a blue bag. It's not in the time in which these logos existed. It was a red bag with white accents. I still don't know what this is, though. Can anyone inform me, like, what this could be? Because it's not 100 grand. The blue looks like animal crackers. See, that's what I'm saying. Twix, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Oreos. No, sorry. This is Fruit Snacks. This is like the Mott's Fruit Snacks or the Black Forest ones. Milky Way? Milky Way doesn't have red on it. This is Milky Way, Crix. Where? Which one? It was a flavor variant. It was toffee flavor. I don't know. Maybe I just missed out on that growing up. Which one of you... Okay, hold on. Run this back. You guys saying something is Milky Way. That is not the fucking Milky... I'm looking this up right now. I will die on this hill. Yeah, no, it's a brown bar. Lighting makes it look red. No, it doesn't! There's no lighting effect! That is literally red! And the reason I can prove that is because that is brown! Milky Way is blue in the UK, yes. I am fat.
Like, I'm fat, and so, therefore,
I'm telling you that... Okay, hold on. I'm seeing the green in the letters now. That's Milky Way. Never mind. That is definitely Milky Way. I'm seeing the slight green tint. So that's Snickers. Those are the corn nuts. I don't know what those are. Those are definitely... Unless it's a Rice Krispie treat, actually. What's that, though? You owe us an apology. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. Seriously, though, what is this? I don't think this is another corn nuts, but it does look like the same logo here. Also, I cannot believe someone literally used I am fat as justification for correcting me and ended up being right. That's fucking insane. Peach ring gummies? Maybe, but like what brand? Might be caramel hard candy? Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, bitch. That's like being able to smell if a sandwich was cut in half. I can't go there. No, thanks. Hey, Spartan, would you be able to smell if a sandwich is cut in half? Just out of curiosity. What year's the steak place? It doesn't say. But based on those logos, based on the logos, it would have had to have been anywhere between 2006 and 2011. If I had to guess. I thought trying to crawl away from the carnage. No, I just know snack wrappers. Aye, Captain.
Hearing shots in there. Lord above, tell me you ain't dinner time.
Not yet. I have to stay quiet. It's out for me.
Well, we have new info you'll want to hear.
Okay.
Walkie-talkie to the dino lady.
To the dino lady.
Good news and bad news.
Oh boy.
The bad news, you won't be able to kill it yourself. You'll need to lure it out. The good news, I think I know how we can do that. Only female Hastovenators have the biological ability to grow quills. And now everyone in the mall is dead, this is the ideal nesting place.
To get to the goddamn point, there's a garden store downstairs.
And it's the ideal humidity and environment for nesting. If you take one of its eggs, you'll be able to lure it out of the mall.
Oh, fuck that.
And then, God willing, we'll gun the fucker down. We have the floor plans for the mall. There should be an access shaft in the upstairs area you're currently at, which will lead you in the right direction to the garden store.
Okay.
Let us know when you're there. Over and out.
A smell of disturbance in the kitchen. A sandwich that has been cut in half, and the crust was left on. Alright, who here is not a fan of crust? It's screwed shut. I need to find a way to open it. I have a way. Damn, that didn't work. 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 I have a way. Okay, I'm done. You're a grown-ass man, eat the crust. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So we're judging people now for their specific tastes in food. Is that what's going on? Spartan, I thought I taught you better. Oh! Rental store! We got Nightmare on Elm Street, The Thing. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th, it's, I think that's the second movie. Carnival House. Ooh, Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. Fastlane. Jurassic Park. Friday Night, or Fright Night. Sorry, not Friday Night, Fright Night. Alien. Event Horizon. Oh god, not the Killer Clowns movie. Brain Dead. Carrie. I believe that's Carrie. Another version of Aliens. I think it's a sequel. Frickin' Kyle's hoarding snacks in the ventilation shaft down the hallway. Yesterday, Abby caught him crawling out of there with Cheez-It dust all over him. Who does this? We had the screwdriver he uses to get in there. If you need to find it, we've hidden it behind one of the arcade cabinets in the corner. miss video rental stores. Fun dinosaur fact. A bunch of small dinosaurs ate a fucking baby in Jurassic Park book. Why are you informing me of this? Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. I'm gluttonous too, but like, this is absurd. Also, that's a Mexican fucking snack based on that little bit there. That's in grams, so that's not even a... Who the fuck is hoarding these things? It'll be silent speeds if I climb through that. Yeah, it's how jamming your corpse through a fan goes. That's gluttony. Dude, hold on. They got the deluxe version of gluttony? How do I get it?
Okay, take it and run.
If you take a left out of that store, you'll get to a staff corridor which takes you out of the hellhole. Me and the boys will be waiting on the other side. We'll shoot that fucker down or die trying.
I wish you the very best. Run as fast as you can.
And give that goddamn reptile some lead in the face while you're at it. That should slow the big fucker down.
Okay, the voice acting here is actually kind of good, but earlier it was a little rough. I only need the big one. No going back now, time to leave. Run! Like Scoob! Oh boy. 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 Ah! May I offer a suggestion for this part? Not yet. Oh, everything is red. Ah, I ran the wrong way! Ah! Well, that is unfortunate. No! I was right there! Go, 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 go. Ah! How do you do this? All right, let me give it one more attempt on my own. Okay. Okay, give me a tip. Give me a tip. Give me a tip. Do I need to shoot it? I remember the commander saying occasionally blast reptile in the face to slow her down. Did he hear? Okay. I was gonna start trying that soon if I didn't really get very far.
Oh, Jesus, Mother Mary. Well done, boys. We got him.
2 hours later. Oh no. It is dead, right? Yeah, well, she got lit the fuck up. It's a female. Oh no, it's gonna hatch. That was a pretty damn good game. Yo, Chad, how you doing? Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Re-Crix. I'm a nerd on the internet, voice acting memes, likes to sing, and is a resident horror connoisseur. How's it going? I'm getting funky with this music, dude. Raid! How was stream? What'd you play? How's it going? That was really good. How can a hatchling use a male to do so? No, you're thinking of aquatic mammals. Or not mammals, aquatic animals. Alright, let me get you guys some music. Also, it's a fictional dinosaur. I don't think the laws of any kind of world exists with it. Got to some new content that released recently, such as... Come on, spread the deets. Oh, wait, you did. Okay, hold on. It was super fun. Played some the critic. Oh my fucking god! No, don't you start on this too. It's been a minute since I last touched the game. I mean, hey, it's a good thing, right? Well, I'm just glad you're having fun. That's all I care about. And definitely go follow Shad. Shad does a variety of stuff and is relatively super chill. They do some good things. How have you been outside of that, though? How have you been? My good Andy. Just DLC covering how... Just the DLC covering How I Met Your Mother. Hey, Yeti. I think you know the exact sentence I'm gonna tell you. Would you like to take a guess as to what it could possibly be that I was about to say? Tycoon game in a nutshell. Anyways, today, not today, the next game we're going to play is a game called Project Landsword. It was all suggested by Gon, and this does appear to be a mecha shooter of sorts. So this should be fun. New dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV that released recently. The dungeon I got to do was something I've been waiting for in the game, for a new relic item. TLDR, the best weapon in the game, for the expansion. Hell yeah! Well, how's your build looking then? Is your build looking good? Is it looking beefy? Is it looking solid? A mecha shooter. Yeah, it looks really cool. It is top down, but it looks fantastic already. Like, listen to the sound effects here. Hold on. Listen to this music. You already know when you're hearing something like this. Oh, we're in for a good treat. What'd you say? So welcome to Project Landsword. Let's go to settings real quick just to see. Get that boosted up. Get that music boosted up. Get all of that boosted up. Yeah. I can play this in 4K. It's a new game. For the most part, I need to get better gear for my Viper and Ninja, and one day level the rest of my jobs, like my tanks. I love the art stuff of this one. It looks really nice. Like, it is one of those really... Hold on. I can draw. You guys know what I gotta do. Hold on. I got a Venus. I drew a Venus. A division of the Martian Guard stationed near the city of San Cyprus has rebelled following reports in a coup of its sister city. The report showed several dozen maneuver crawlers rolling through the streets. Pilot, you know what to do. Deploy, baby. The disappointment. Venus. Unsolicited Venus pics, let's go. Oh my god. The physics, dude. Was this made using the Pico thing? Oh, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna try to not take make too much damage. I gotta spare the titties. People must know that titties prevail even in the worst of times. Get the fuck back over here, you little cunt. Oh, shit! Okay. We do need to keep an eye on our health a little more than I thought. Does it loop? No, it does not loop. I had a feeling you'd enjoy this. I honestly tend to be very skeptical about the games that you guys recommend me until I try them out. But, like, yeah, some of you guys hit home runs with the games that you share. At some point, we gotta play Daemon X Machina. I would love to play that. I think it would be fun. Don't you? Where the fuck Okay. You know, fuck it. Destruction! God damn! It was the worst of times. It was the breast of times. Boobies! Boobies are always great. Unless you're gay. Then maybe the boobies aren't as great. This gets pretty damn difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you really gotta be on your toes. Oh my god, shoot the fucking thing. Where? Dude, where? Oh. Dude. I need some healing. Hey! Not bad. I will take that as a win. The annual migration of Martian. Well, let me go to the hangar real quick. I need to up my... Oh, it won't let me up my shit. Damn. Okay. Electromagnetic railgun. A Vulcan. Unguided rocket, multi-lock munition. I'll take that. Okay. Not my room! Oh well. Room go bye-bye. Dude. Get squashed. Fuck. Okay. What's the preferred game length for suggestions? There's no, like, preferred game length. Though, just keep in mind, if you're making me pay for a game, you're gonna need to try to convince other people to also want me to play that. No missiles. Help! Holy shit, dude. Also, no, we're not gonna do the 14 Elder Scrolls games. I have zero interest in actually trying to play through them. The only one I might play through is Skyrim. Okay, well, boom. I am kind of interested in that since you brought it up a while ago, but that's still going to require a lot on my part. Dude, why is there so many? Also, you've never suggested anything, I don't think. I think you suggested maybe one game. Oh my god, this is really fucking difficult. Also, if it's giving you constant Trivago ads, maybe that's your sign that you need to take a vacation, Gone. I feel like I have to round these guys up like I do zombies when I play Nazi zombies on the rare occasion. I mean, I used to. It's not really something I do anymore, but... Jesus fucking Christ! Dude, how many of these fuckers exist? Dude! Oh my fucking god. I hate this mission. Hold on. We're not using that gun. We're gonna use some other gun. They just want a hug. Alright, so next time anything happens to Mijito, I just want to say that they just wanted a hug. Oh, just fucking kill me. Because just a game that I made, it cost $500. Like, no. I will never allow inherently, without, like, specific circumstances, people to be like, hey, try my game. I am not opening that fucking can of worms. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this because I cannot get past that, but I do really like this game. I think that that's a ton of fun. But that part is difficult. By far, that has got to be one of the most difficult suggestions I've been given. All right. So next is a game called Stillwater. Which appears to be a visual novel, actually. Well, that should be fun. Yeah, no, it's hard as fuck, but like it at least has. I don't want to call that level fair because it's not. Under no circumstance is that level fair. You get surrounded so easily, it's not. But what's there is super enjoyable. I do think they would need to do a couple things. One is to make the aiming mechanic a lot more streamlined because I can't tell where the fuck I'm aiming half the time while trying to pay attention to the environment. It just doesn't work out in the way that they intend. And then the other thing is the fact that they need to rebalance the enemies because that is not fair. Either the enemies or the health for your mech. One of the two. Let's see. All right. Let's get this game up and running. Before getting paid in a few days, so I can get the new F1 game. I want to race. Well, too bad. Not getting the money from me. Jokes aside, though, like, I didn't know there was going to be a new F1 game. Oscar commission and art. You've been doing a lot of commissions lately. Like, a lot. Can I suggest Cyberpunk? It's my favorite game. Not only have I already played Cyberpunk, I will be going back to it at some point, but not anytime soon. So you suggesting that would be pointless. I love commissioning art so much. I can tell because every single time you seem to get another piece, you tend to send me in DMs for whatever reason. And I do mean like almost every single one you've gotten. Yes, you baby. You baby. I love my cat, dude. She's being such a cat right now. Stop clawing the couch! Alright. Do you not want to see my adorable pictures? I just don't know why you send them to me. Like, I don't understand why. It's nice to see what, like, things come up, but, like, at the same time, it's like, I don't know what started it. If I give them the money, it's the world's easiest scam. I don't know if I call that a scam. I don't know if I'd call that a scam. Break room. Break room? Oh, it's like extra bonuses. Okay. We'll start the game. This is a work of fiction, and the resemblance to any real-life people is purely coincidental. This game contains depiction of horror, mature themes, violence, strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Caretaker. I'm sorry, but I can't stay in here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down. If we can just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening one after another. Every day there's this damn dripping sound. I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, everything, and still I hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Please listen to me. But the water, that damn water. Water? Yes, it's everywhere. The pools of it are all over the house. And every time I try to mop it all up, another will appear. There's no end to it. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. What are you talking about? I hear someone or something walking along the hallways at night. Maybe it's just my grandfather. No, Nina, it's not him. I thought it was, but it's not. But I've seen it! That thing! I only glimpsed at it once, but I'm more than certain. That thing was not your grandfather. Ever since that night, I would lock my door and pray that it would walk past my room. I don't know what's going on, but I swear it just keeps walking. Always walking on pools of water. Sometimes I'll hear them randomly. The steps are erratic and faint, but I can still hear them. Just the steady pace up and down the halls. But I think recently, it's no longer like that. What do you mean? Every morning I follow to see where the wet footprints lead. It walks towards something, more clearly than before. It would walk down the halls, climb the stairs, turn corners, all of it, I'd follow. Eventually the chair would come to a stop. I would stop. I'll stop right by your grandfather's room. His room? If this is some sick joke to scare me away, then please stop! It's not a joke, Nina! I meant when I said that there's something wicked going on in this house. That can't be true. I know this is a lot, but you have to believe me. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather up till now. And I'm sorry for all the stress I've caused you. I'll be sure to pay you right as soon as I... Nina, listen to me. I don't know what's going on around here, but... The woman on the phone cautiously looks around, turning her head constantly back and forth before looking over her shoulder to find if any others listening in. She grips the phone so close to her ear like a vice-like grip before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking in this house. I need to know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. Leave! I can't just leave everything behind. We have nowhere else to go. Please, Nina. This place is not safe. The rumors, they're true. The curse is real. My family's not cursed! But Nina, at this rate, you and your family will. Enough! A pause. Cold and sharp tenseness strains the call as both women, exhausted and stressed beyond their comfort, try to stifle their growing frustrations toward one another. Neither yielding to the other's thoughts, only leaving anger and hurt to fester through the silence. What feels like a suffocating stillness, Nina finally sighs heavily and responds bluntly to the caretaker. Look, I don't know what you heard or saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Whoever or whatever they are, they will answer to me. I won't let them have their way. I don't have time wasting my energy on this stupid curse. So if you can't help me, then so be it. I'll find a way. Hold on. I had to kill a roach. Nina. My grandfather is all I have left. He is all I have left. Huh. Interesting. Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man in the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut, and today it was just black coffee.
I swear, I've seen that amount of paperwork in my life. Or I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to get into, like, a nice mindset with Hugo here. I need to, like, hone in. I swear, I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A frickin' mountain worth of it. You're a valuable member to our team, Hugo. My foot. I'm starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Huh. Hugo Laurent.
Age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. The young continues to grumble to himself after last night's grueling work at the office.
I really need to find a different job.
As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks out towards an early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him, how it engulfs everything and nothing. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces, proof of it remaining.
Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess.
Hugo finally stares at compiled newspaper clippings he put together. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases.
No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at.
Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there is a reason for all of this. An all too personal reason. Seeing strange things comes with a price.
In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself.
Sounds rough. Mind if I join, Clea? An annoying familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He looks to see one responsible, although reluctantly. Oh, it's a meal.
Good morning, Hugo.
Hugo scowls and turns away from him. Then he gathers the files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes his initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. He hears the waitress passing by and orders himself a hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo, sees an empty cup, and now jumbled newspaper clippings, all while Hugo is trying to ignore him.
You should really eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little.
There's a momentary silence between them before Noah disturbs it once more.
Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Two?
As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline, the food arrives.
Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Wow. Makang Masarap. Makang Masarap. Am I right, Hugo? Right, Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come on. We both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will, and I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Tom Cardy was right. The legends were true. The big breakfast does exist!
Yes, he is. Noah DeLeon, age 27, a natural-born charmer, who's also the only person in the world who lovingly threatens him to eat every day.
Gay!
With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats the generous spoonful without further complaints.
It's good. Right? Good food will always help cheer you up. Damn him! They got swept away again! Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it'll be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think? Yesterday?! She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about a business trip. I guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. Ugh. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's a couple of bugs I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day. And pass up this opportunity to get to know you better, could ya? Quit it.
After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. As Noah opens the door to the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Dog! The big dog stirs the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah.
I'm sorry, big guy.
He then closes the door, trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupant.
Colby.
At the sound of his name, he's heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. It is his one and only partner, his human. As if finally realizing who he is or where he is, the old bloodhound stirs up from his sleep, pounces like Hugo, and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. This is such a cute dog. Hey, Piper. Why don't you bark? Dog only go meow? Does dog only go meow? I love you. I love my cat, dude.
Good morning again, Colby. Had a nice nap?
Colby, 8 years old, Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime, has the biggest tendency to just sleep all over the place. Noah, who is witnessing all this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He's amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy.
It doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting his mood, no one can beat Colby.
I'm already really liking this game. The three head back to the office. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. A decent, organized mess. To his credit, the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. Albeit it could have been better.
Wow. You really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Ah, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy.
Before Hugo could continue to give a deserved head pats, he notices someone. A woman stands timidly peering outside of the storefront, or from the storefront. She looks a bit frantic and even more restless with her disheveled and ill-fitted clothes, drawing emphasis to her already too visible petite frame. The woman tries to grasp at the door handle several times, but stops just before she could touch it. Her brows furrow, agitated and distressed about something. So much to the point that it's preventing her from just simply reaching out for help. However, when she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, he immediately rushes in. I'm so sorry. I know that the close sun is up, but I saw you come in and
Are you alright, miss?
I need your help. My grandfather, Before she could continue explaining, notice the cuts in front of Hugo and intervenes, in all too practiced manner.
It's okay, miss. We'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you sit right over there?
Noah gestures to one of the empty seats at the other side of the office. The poor woman hesitates for a moment. She clutches desperately at the strap of her purse, her eyes focusing apprehensively on them and at the gestured seat. After mulling over Noah's offer, she quickly glances back forth and nods. The woman then walks towards a corner of the room and sits at the edge of the sofa. Her posture is weary and tense, giving no sign of comfort for even this brief moment of peace.
Can you start off by telling us your name?
I apologize for earlier. I'm usually a bit more composed than this, but I guess I'm failing at that too. My name is Nina Mortimer. Starting to doze off, night y'all, before I got... Yeah, go to bed. Go eat. Lurk if you can. Keep the tab open. Do what you gotta do, but go sleep.
Hello, Miss Nina. My name is Loa De Leon. I'm one of the assistants here. And that big guy next to you is our other lovely assistant, Colby. And the other brooding over there is Private Investigator Hugo Laurent. I'm not brooding, I'm just tired.
There's one approaching your location going 45 miles per hour. Go to fuck to sleep!
And our chief is away on business, but I think we can still accommodate you. So, now can we help, Miss Nina?
For just a moment, Nina appeared to be a bit more lax, more hopeful. Maybe even relieved from this warm welcome. However, she once again tenses up. The guilt and shame come rushing back to her, visible by the creases of her brow as she once again realizes why she is here. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, I know this is a strange request, but my hands are tied on this. It has to be tonight.
I'm sorry, Miss Nina, I don't quite understand. Is your grandfather in any danger?
I think someone is trying to take him away.
Huh? Take him? Miss Nina, I think you should contact the police right away. They are far more equipped at handling this kind of situation.
No, they're not! I've tried requesting their help, but they've given me the same answer verbatim for weeks now. They had sent someone out to watch over the manor for the entire day. By the end of the routine, they always report back nothing unusual. They saw no one else leaving or arriving the house other than me or the caretaker. Despite telling them all in detail about the letters and the strange thing that's been happening, there is nothing they can do about it but just sit around until it escalates even more. Hey, Uzi. I can't wait any longer. Any more than this, and then it'll all be too late. If only I knew who Lewis was.
Lewis?
She lets out a gasp, her hand shut to cover her mouth, realizing she said too much so carelessly. She tries to avert their gaze, but Hugo stares persistently at her.
Miss Nina, who is Lewis? Are they the ones causing all this?
Once more she contemplates, her brows knit closely together as she bites her lip nervously. I'm getting really hungry. It's as if the words she wanted to say had suddenly died out too, having to even utter. A mistake she can't take back. Wait, is Crix doing all the voices? I thought it was a VA game. Damn. No, it's just me. It's just me. Before the silence stretches further, Noah speaks to Nina with a gentle and reassuring tone.
Miss Nina, I know it's scary. All of the things you've mentioned to us so far, no one should have to experience. Or should ever have to experience. Especially by themselves. And I assure you we'll listen to all of it. I promise.
Wild and manic eyes search deeply at them, trying desperately to discern any doubt or mistrust on their faces. However, all she sees are people who are willing to give their time to simply listen to her. To actually help her. From this alone, Nina looks to the side where her purse is and opens it. Tucked inside of one of the pockets, she takes out a single slightly crumpled envelope with a pigmented red wax seal pressed into the middle. At a glance, Hugo can tell right away that this letter appears to be a bit more worn out and antique. And yet, despite its delicate form, it remains well preserved, well kept. It's as if the letter itself was untouched by time, forever waiting to be opened. Grandfather has been receiving cryptic letters for the past month now. The letters didn't come with an address or name of the sender. But this one is different from the rest. This had the name Lewis on it. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Nina is avoiding his gaze, but she knows she's trying in earnest. Impressive, heck. I just do my job. I just make entertainment. But before she could reach out his hand, he senses it. A faint shift in the room, unnoticeable to the others, but all too glaringly clear to him. There's something very wrong with this letter. Suddenly, Hugo recoils his hand away in pain. Like being struck with something sharp, but so spontaneously, so memorable, that even if the pain disappears within seconds, a hint of it still remains. Something so small akin to a prick from a rose's thorn. Or more like a paper cut. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
No, I'm fine, Miss Mortimer. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
He goes there squarely at the cut. Thin red line starts to form slowly above the top of his index finger, trailing down and stopping just above the first crease. A red so clearly visible it's taunting.
That doesn't look like an old paper cut to me. Let me get you a band-aid.
Also, how you doing, Uzi?
It's fine, Noah. I don't need one. But really, it's fine. It doesn't even hurt that much.
Noah takes one good look at him before sighing expratedly and sitting back down in his chair, still eyeing on Hugo's hand. Hugo shrugs and returns his attention back to the letter, but this time, luckily, nothing happens.
For it to reach all the way out here with just a letter alone is truly terrifying.
Carefully he removes the content of the envelope and unfolds it. At first, it looks like any other written message. A person named Lewis asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake tonight, at midnight, needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this is not the letter itself. Appearing at the bottom of the page, a message scrawled, unlike the rest, visibly stands out to Hugo. A message that shouldn't be there.
Remember our promise, Henry. When did you receive this letter?
Yesterday.
And your grandfather? Where is he at right now?
He's currently back at the house with the caretaker. My fucking spacebar detached itself. I promised them I wouldn't be out for too long. I made an agreement with them, you see.
No? What sort of agreement?
The caretaker we have now agreed to watch over my grandfather, but only during the day. Before nightfall, they would leave at exactly the same time.
Before nightfall?
I wanted to believe that this whole thing was an elaborate scheme to scare my family away. I know it sounds crazy. This sounds crazy, but at one point I thought everyone was in on it. The mural carriers, the officers, the caretakers, everyone had a hand at making her family suffer. But this one was different. Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or family friend. But they clearly know who grandfather is. And if I don't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina begins to break down. The stress and anxiety of the fatigue all of it was finally catching up to her. Her body hunches forward, her hands press close to her eyes as she tries to cover the stream of tears running down her face. As an act of comfort, Colby sits close to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled.
She said this whole thing has been going on for the past month, but something doesn't add up. And before nightfall, I think there's something more that she is not admitting. Whatever happened with the letter, I'm more than certain. Certain that whoever or whatever Lewis is, they're coming for blood.
So, fellas, I'ma be a dick real quick. You're not being honest. I'm rejecting the case. Hugo casts his face downwards to stare directly at the ground in front of him, unable to look at Nina. The burden, the solitude, the madness, Hugo knows all of it too intimately. He suffers the same conflicts that weigh heavily on her mind. And yet, in spite of this, it is too much for him. Like walking along a tightrope with the ground void and unclear, vast and empty and dark. So very, very dark.
No, I can still do it. We can still do this.
Before he could respond, a distant voice so charming and so terribly commanding blinds him at the spot.
It's already too late for them, you know. No, not here!
A dull yet distinct, pulsating sound so rhythmic that its tune starts its maddening melody. From the top of his crown to the base of his skull, he feels it all present and daunting.
Just let go. Let me help you. No, I can do it! You would just let me!
Snake-like hands wrap around his head, so close, squeezing ever so tightly that he can't help but try to shut his eyes from the pain.
Such a kind person you are, Hugo.
Hugo tries to ground himself, he tries to remain, or remind himself to breathe.
A sweet and beloved friend.
To remember that there are other people that care for him. The joy and warmth of their company.
I wish you could have done the same for me.
To remember that he is here and present, that he is
Useless. Ugh. Hugo! Hey! What's wrong?
tugging at Hugo's coat. No one tries to catch his attention, but fails as he notices something amiss.
Hugo?
There's a desperate, despondent look on Hugo's face, the eyes distinctly shrouded by a deep haze as if lost in them. He won't budge, no matter how many times Noah tries to tug or shake him. He still will not respond. But for Hugo, he can hear everything. Like a paralysis he can't wake from, his body sits there motionless and detached from everything. Desperate and concerned, Noah turns to Nina and ushers in a sincere apology.
I'm sorry, Miss Nina, but I don't think we can help you at this moment, or at the moment. If you would just come back a bit later, then we can.
No, it's fine. There won't be a next time. Hugo winces at her cold and blunt remark.
No, wait! No, wait! Miss Mortimer, please!
Nina sits up abruptly from her seat, wipes away the tears, quickly looking from her reddened face with the sleeves of her coat, and looks down. Once more, her tense and cold front-like demeanor returns to the forefront, already trying to forget and move on. Without so much as a word, she slightly bows her head towards them and walks out of the office, not once looking back.
Damn. That's fucking dark. That is dark.
Alright, let me quickly go get something to drink, because I got a hydrate redeem and I don't have anything to drink. Give me 1 sec. I'm not going to go on a BRB, though. Oh, my legs.
join in our crusade? Will you be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? I'm back. I got water. Yes, yes, water for Crix. As of late, I've been keeping a massive jug in the fridge. I need to start doing that in general, just because Piper deserves to have purified water, not tap water. And also, I should probably be drinking purified water, not tap water. How long is this game, by the way? That is also something I need to figure out. Oh god, it's cold. Also, trying to get up while I'm sick. My legs fucking hurt. Yeah, cold, yummy water. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna start snacking on chips, probably, during the stream, so please do forgive me if you hear crunching. But I'm genuinely hungry. How long is an hour of playtime? 4 endings, 1 ending epilogue, and achievements. Is the tap water ban your area? I don't trust the building that I live in. Like, I want to preface, I do not trust the water in the building. Should I? Maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, California tends to be pretty damn good about that sort of thing, but it depends. Also, wait a minute. This game is on Steam. If you run out of water for like 1 minute, the water should be good. Not all the time. Like, I need to preface that this facility has constant pipe bursts, water leaks, the elevators go down every so often. Like, right now, the elevators are down. They're out of service again. So, accessibility is even worse than ever. That's a fucking roach. 1 sec, fellas. It's dead. There's roaches everywhere. That's another thing. Like, the hallways have roaches, and the hallways are how my fucking apartment got roaches. Because the fucking door doesn't seal properly. Go figure. Like, I can't stress this enough. This place fucking sucks to live in, but it's a place I can afford. Which is part of the reason I also, as of late, have been pushing the Patreon a bit more. Because not only for content, but like, maybe at some point you can help me get the fuck out of here. Alright, we're gonna take the case. Do you want more... Do you want more tissues? We'll do it. We'll take on your case. For a moment, everything goes still. Their eyes and attention are solely directed at Hugo, whose eyes have a certain glint to them, now unwavering and more determined than ever. Before anyone else speaks, Nina stands up and wipes away any stray tears from her face and walks up to him. You'll take it? Hugo simply nods. Thank you! Thank you! You don't know how much this means to me! We're glad to help, Miss... Nina, please just call me Nina. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina nods to Hugo and Noah with gratitude. Or in gratitude, her eyes renew in a faint gleam, a hope that maybe better things will change for her and her family, or for her and her family for the better. However, before heading out, Nina reaches to her bag once more and takes out a small piece of paper and a pen. Hastily starts to jotting down something. Chips. Popcorners. Tasty. I'd best be on my way now. I'll let Grandfather know ahead of time you'll be coming. Also, this is my address. I'll be sure to greet you when you all arrive, or you all when you arrive. And thank you again. Truly.
She politely bows to them and walks out of the office, already reaching into her purse for her car keys. Hugo watches from his desk as she goes to open the driver's seat. Nina looks back at the office window and takes one look at Hugo. She waves slightly at him before finally pulling out of the parking lot and driving off. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at his cluttered desk. Still messy, but presentable.
Guess I'll have to sort these out later. Again.
I love the art style of this game. From the ongoing downpour to the quiet hums of the car, they sit in silence. Still miles off from their destination, Hugo constantly checks the rear-view mirror to see any passing cars. I gotta say, white cheddar popcorners are equally as buttery and cheesy. And I love them. And they don't stab my tooth. Good colors. But it was only them on the road. No, he chats his ear off by now, leans quietly against the car door as if he looks up to the passing street lamps, reserved and distant. He hasn't said a word to Hugo since they left the office.
Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong? What's wrong? What a surprise. Have you been looking at me, Kuya? No, you idiot. You usually just talk a lot, that's all. And so, you miss me so, do you miss me talking? Just say it. Do you believe her story? What? Given all the things she's told us, do you think she's telling the truth? Yes, I believe her. Or at least, I believe she hasn't lied to us. But you know, I can't shake this feeling that she's hiding something. Like she left out certain details on purpose. Also, why did she have to travel this far out of town for a private eye? Surely there must have been another far closer to her home than ours. I just don't know how to explain it. As expected of you, Hugo. Are you making fun of me? No, not at all. I'm just admiring your observations. I don't want to offend Nina earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished. But her last name caught me off guard. Have you heard about the Mortimers? They're a pretty distinguished family that owned an esteemed fishing company. Well, they used to, I believe. They have yet to name an heir. What do you mean? Shouldn't it naturally go to Nina? It should, but I don't know. From what I heard, each time they try to name a successor, that relative mysteriously disappears. Huh? Gone without a trace, or so anyone thought. Their bodies would soon turn up months after. And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled as accidents by local news. No foul plates, another unfortunate loss for the family. I've been struck with so many tragedies that, over time, people began to believe that they were cursed or something. Cursed. I think I can understand why she wouldn't go to the police again. They most likely thought she was seeing things and went along with the procedures just to keep face. But deep down, they must have thought she had gone mad. I can't imagine all of this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there? Is that why you decided to come with me? Well, partially. I'm more worried about you, though. Me? Why? Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver. When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital. Ugh. Besides, 2 is better than 1. Exactly. I was fine with Colby coming with me. Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2? Ugh.
love the energy between these two. It's so fucking great. Now that I'm forcing myself to snack on something, my stomach's not hurting as much. It's helping a ton, actually. Passing through countless dirt roads and steep cliffs, the estate can finally be seen beyond the evergreen. Nestled away from prying eyes, it stands tall, magnificent, and classic. Truly a rarity only afforded to the privileged. And yet, with all its opulence, it looms from a distance. Huguenot could only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor. Its grand stature topples easily over the dozens of houses they drove past.
Wow, look at the size of it. I could ever imagine seeing a house like this in person. It's almost too surreal. Yeah. Come on. She's waiting for us.
Oh my god, you found the cure to stomach pains. Eating. Shut the fuck up, Yeti. Immediately after exiting the driver's seat, a sudden sharp pain weighs heavy on Hugo's chest. Grasping tightly at his coat, he begins to gasp for air. His vision hazes as he leans close to the car, trying desperately to ground himself. Like a fish drawn out of the sea, he desperately heaves. The air in his lungs escaping too quickly burns as he feels his throat starting to strain, drawing tighter the more he breathes. But this pain pales in comparison to the feeling far more excruciating. As the house know, something far more sinister. He feels it. Someone is watching him. A piercing gaze fixated on him, like leering at a bug and waiting to strike.
We'll be together soon, Henry. What the hell? Damn it already! I need to hurry or else. Hey, are you alright?
Noah calls out to him, snapping him out of his fixated trance. Colby nudges his head against Hugo, whining in concern over his partner's well-being.
Did you hear that just now? Hear what? That voice! It was so close to my ear,
Is everything alright?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I'm just a bit winded out from the trip, that's all.
I'd be happy to make you some tea at the very least.
If it's no trouble.
No, not at all. It's the least I can do.
Once again,
the subtle uneasiness from Nina surfaces. Before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walked off towards the front porch without saying another word.
This is good!
I feel good. I feel like I would have done good in a detective field. I'm pretty good at calling out people's bullshit. Pretty good at that. But like also, the writing in this makes me happy. Like I'm getting Knives Out style of writing with this. And that's saying a lot as a compliment. Depending on how this game goes, this might go on the website.
Are you sure you're alright? You sound like you were choking earlier. I said I'm fine. Besides, we're already here. We can't back out now. Listen to me. I think you should...
Noah abruptly cuts his lecture short as he notices Nina stopping by the front door. She stands by the door silently, contemplating something. It's just like before, but this time she seems even more anxious. Whatever unease she tried to mask earlier became more apparent the minute they walked closer to the front door. I haven't been quite honest with you, Detective. Just like before, as if carefully choosing her next words, she decides that in the situation words are not enough. You'll see for yourselves what I mean. And with that, Nina enters the house, leaving the three to follow behind. He was about to enter through the foyer when he feels a tug on his arm.
Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. You'll be the first to know.
And with that, Noah releases his grip on Hugo. They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the door.
I'm surprised she's letting the dog in.
Genuinely. Okay, seriously though. Why are popcorners so good? They're seriously buttery. They're cheesy. They're crispy. According to the bag, they're wholesome. It's tasty. Oop, ad jail. Oh no. I'm gonna have to grab my charger actually real quick. Let me go get some more water and charger. No, I was reading that! Greeted with the bright lit hallway, Hugo notes immediately that the interior is just as grand. God damn it! Adoring floral accents and antique furnishings, the house itself excludes the word exudes right? This is the first time I've actually been unsure how to pronounce the word. Exudes, okay. So I am right. The word elegance. Alright. Let me quickly go on a BRB so I can go get more water and my charger. So I'll be right back. Where are the eye cap? Okay, Bob. I need you to be on.
That was the straightest thing I've ever done as a bisexual! Jesus Christ, I've never actually looked at Donkey Kong's ass. Get this! Yeah! Let's go, baby! Alright, I'm back. Let's get vibing. Can I use a controller for this? No, I can't. Alright. A classic and rustic charm with walls and floorings made from the finest wood. Hugo couldn't help but gape when he walked in. However, he noticed something even more distinct than the splendor. Behind a seemingly perfect veneer, an unsettling air reads throughout the house, leaving no room for doubt that the inside is far more terrifying than the outside. Please come, please, come this way. Bracing themselves to enter a dimly lit drawing room. At first, Hugo could not discern a silhouette situated at the far corner. Only the sparse lighting from the window pierces through a fraction of the room's darkness. However, as they approach closer to the silhouette, Hugo now understands the reason for all of Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. What? That man is not a grandfather to that woman.
You cannot tell me that man. What? Sitting on the armchair is a very young man, not much older than Hugo or Noah. He is dressed modestly and shares none of the imposing presence of the manor. No, rather, such luxury does even remotely reflect on the man before them at all. As if the flow of time suddenly stopped for him while the rest had continued changing drastically without him. Just like the latter, timeless, delicate, and jarringly out of place. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still, motionless. Like a doll. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Laurent and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them. Yet here he remains forever unchanging, forever young. They've come a long way, so I'll be making some tea. Would you also like some, Grandpa? He does not reply back, nor does he glance at Nina or anyone else in the room. He only fixates his gaze on the rain, nothing else. I'll be sure to make a cup for you, too. Hi, Mr. Afton! Yeah. This is like the fan version of Afton that everyone kept thinking was like how he looked. Because what's a murderer, apparently, if they're not hot? Because that's the internet. Then, she then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Barring more questions, the two follow Nina outside. Before they could leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There's an ultimate familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes are similar to his own. However, he must be longing for. Hugo knows it will never end well.
Nina, that man...
Yes, he is my grandfather. The one I asked you to all look at watch over. I know this is hard to believe, but... Nina draws something out from her pocket. It's a picture of a handsome man with slick back hair wearing the finest of suits. The gentleman in the picture has a different air to him, one of wealth and power, none of which reflects on the current Henry Mortimer. It's almost as if looking at two different people. This isn't much to go by, but believe me, they are the same person.
Then why does he look so young?
It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of water when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him, but when I did, he looked so different. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night. And his face, I recognized his face! He looked younger. So many things were rushing through my head at the moment, and I knew he felt familiar to me. And I know it sounds bizarre the more I talk about it, but that's what happened. It was also the same night that I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. I'm sorry again for all this. What? What are you staring at? Are you gonna speak again? Maybe, like, look in the direction of what's going on? I looked over at my cat. My cat looked over at me and goes, ah, ah. And it's like one of those, like, I won't call it a meow, but, like, like, just... There's nothing on the roof, honey. Are you seeing a ghost that I'm not? She's not staring at me, she's looking past me. Now. As if longing. Hun. I love horror, but don't start trying to creep me out. Yeah, like chirping. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the letters, Lewis, and now this! I've been ignoring the signs for years and just blindly hoping things could get better if I try finding solutions on my own. But that's not enough anymore. Maybe my family really is cursed.
No, they're not. Curses aren't real.
Detective?
I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. In truth, the ones who fixate on it make it their reality. Rumors, doubts, lies, all of those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Personally, I think you're caught up in all this, but I'm sure you will see this through. For you and Mr. Mortimer.
Thank you.
Good. Now, our first priority is to find out more about Lewis. You know, the letter you showed us back at the agency, do you have it with you?
Yes, it's here.
Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back.
Of course, but what are you going to do with it? I've searched everything on that letter and I still couldn't come up with clues.
I'll be using it as a reference or a guide, if you will. I'm afraid I can't discuss too much of the process, trade secret and all.
Of course.
I'll check upstairs, Noah. You and Colby check the ground floor. Got it.
Rather late to do their investigation, Hugo grabs hold of Noah's shoulder. Leans closer enough for Nina not to hear.
Keep a close eye on Mr. Mortimer and Nina. Especially Nina. I don't want her getting dragged any more than she already is. So whatever happens, keep her safe. Hugo, you... Fine. But remember...
That's not English.
Remember to yell it for me, okay? I know. Thank you, Noah. I'm counting on you. You too, boy.
It's such a well-written thing. I mean, there are some grammatical and punctuation errors, but like I could look past those. This is really good. Give me a sec. I'm eating a couple more popcorners. These are actually addicting. What the fuck? Does Piper want a popcorner? Oh, she's actually interested in it. Hold on. Fellas, Piper might like popcorners. She's trying to eat the popcorner. There you go. There you go, girl. She's trying to figure out how to fit it in her mouth. All right, let me hold on. Let me break it down for you, hon. Piper likes popcorners for the art style, but the story seemed pretty. This is really well done, guys. We found the first non-meat that Piper likes, and it's fucking popcorners. It's Piper approved. Put that on the bag. Piper approved. Cats love this. Who makes it? I don't know. It says it's made for BFY brands. Guys, she's just going to town on that popcorner. Let me break it down for you. Crick starts dancing in front of Piper. I need that. You know how we have the breakdancing cat gif? We need that gif, but it's Piper watching me break it down. And then she starts like dashing off, panicking. Oh, is that one too big, hun? I got you. I'm watching her try to eat it. It's really funny. Oh, hun. Do you need that piece broken down even more? She's trying to eat it and she's failing horribly. All right, here you go. Okay, one more time. It's so funny that she likes popcorners. Is there anything in here that cats can't have? I mean, no corn, sunflower oil, whey, reduced whey, maltodextrin, or dextrin, natural flavors, canola oil, cheddar cheese. I mean, the only thing that might be an issue is cheddar cheese. Oh my god. It's so fucking funny. With a final nod at them, Hugo goes towards the staircase and heads upstairs. No, the stairs for the moment longer. Hugo goes back before he disappears into the first floor. Then he turns to look at Colby.
Well, it's time to get to work. Right, Colby?
Investigations start. The objective is to look around for the area objects to proceed the story. Use the arrows to a different area. Outlines will appear on a clickable object. On the top right is a hit button. Okay. Doggle. Piper popcorners. 2 paws up. So we need to make Crix Mix, but it's Chex Mix, or Chex Mix, but it's Crix Mix, and we need to make popcorners, but it's Piper corners.
Mr. Mortimer still sits motionless by the corner of the room, his gaze never leaving the rain.
Huh.
A large bookshelf stands close to the entranceway. It contains a couple of photo albums and a few bone books. A delicate arrangement of violets and white roses. They seem to be fresh and fairly new.
Crix Cola.
No, with more THC. I actually would like to try THC cola, because that is a thing. Did you like your popcorner? I'm assuming popcorn is just a brand of popcorn. No, it's like they're corn chips, but they're popped like popcorn, but they're not popcorn. It's really weird. You just have to look them up. Look up popcorners, and you'll see what they are. An old rotary dial telephone. Looks like it's still in good use. Frames decorating the walls are covered in white sheets veiled with a thin lining of dust atop each one. Wow, there are so many paintings covering the walls. Are there more like this over the house?
Yes, my grandfather commissioned many back in the day. But sadly, he doesn't do that anymore.
Nina, I can't help but notice the paintings are covered. How come? America loves its corn. No, this is just a healthier, quote-unquote, alternative to most chips. Like, these aren't fried like most chips are. Like, they just generally are a lot tastier, in my opinion. The sodium's also super low. Sodium's only 160 milligrams, about 7% of what would be considered daily value, which is not bad. I actually hate corn. Funnily enough. I actually, like, really hate corn. If I find peas or corn on my plate, I will avoid eating it. Actively. I don't like it.
I did that. I covered them up for my grandfather's sake.
For his sake?
Yes, he was pretty obsessed with them, you see. There were times where he would mutter to himself and just would stare at the paintings for days on end. It worried me so much I had to cover them all. Since then he doesn't stare at any of them, he just sits quietly looking outside.
I see. Corn hater, yeah. Hey, I hate corn! About the paintings, I also noticed they all have a similar theme. Corn isn't everything. Okay, just because corn meal or byproducts of corn exist, I'm talking about the vegetable. Just only the vegetable. I don't like, if you give me it as a vegetable side, I will not like it. I also really hate peas. I hate peas actually 10 times more than I hate corn. About the paintings, I also noticed they all have a similar theme. They all had water in them. I know this isn't a coincidence that you've told us before, but if there's anything you know, anything at all, then please tell me.
Noah, can I ask you a question first?
Sure. Go ahead.
Do you believe in mermaids?
What kind of question is that? Mermaids? I don't suppose I do. Why?
Cast your gaze to the floor. Nina anxiously fidgets and tightly clasps her hands together. She then briefly sighs, continues. Oh, this is a story, or rather, more like a fairy tale that my family has passed down.
A fairy tale?
Well, yes, well, it feels like one to me. It was about a fisherman who fell in love with a mermaid. Every day and night, he would go out by the shore to gaze at her beauty. One day she vanished, leaving him confused and heartbroken. Determined, he would sail many seas for a chance to see her again. Sailing from coast to coast, new lands beyond, and back he would go. Not long after, fortune followed him all throughout his journey and made him one of the wealthiest, most highly respected in his village. However, despite all the wealth he gained in his travels, he never found the mermaid again. She would only be a dream, nothing more.
I fell in love with a shark once. Shut the fuck up. Again, you and Freya need to either, like, officially make it a thing or stay in the fucking friend zone. Like, it feels like I'm watching a soap opera that constantly never gets a fucking resolution. Date, goddammit!
And And that's the end of the story. It doesn't end happily, but I guess there was a lesson behind all of it. I just never understood it. What do you think happened to the mermaid? I know it's an exaggeration, and yet I can't help but wonder.
It's hard to say. I just feel bad for both of them.
Huh?
To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of sad endings. If it were me, I would wish for the fisherman and the mermaid could see each other again. Or at least that's what I think.
Even if they weren't meant to be with each other?
Yeah, I think so at least. I wouldn't want to imagine going through a journey all by myself. It's hard being alone.
A journey all by yourself. You can facepalm all you want, but like, you fuckers have been edging on the concept of a relationship for a while. Like, it's starting to bother me. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his findings would eventually lead him here.
This is it.
Hugo walks towards the nearest lampshade and switches it on. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the house is, from the customized window drapes to the vintage furnishings. Everything he here exudes that extravagance. That extravagance, Jesus fucking Christ. But much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds this one in particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is moldering despite its preserved nature. Moldering? A classic wooden chest lies at the foot of the canopy bed. Its lock still firmly holds, safeguarding whatever is inside. Well, that paper's gotta be something, right? No. Oh!
Atop the fireplace, unblemished and unmarked by time, hangs a curious and familiar painting of a beautiful woman, floating on water. Scattered pieces of paper, all forgotten, lie waiting on the cold floor. Heavily etched markings are found scrawled over the papers. A leather-bound journal rests on the edge of the table. Its pages are torn out so haphazardly that the binding itself is starting to fall out. A pristine pearl-white tea set sits patiently by untouched and unused for quite some time. A meticulously organized set of academic books, ranging from non-fiction to geography, are all on display. However, hidden away behind the vast collection are some of the children's fairy tales, all carefully kept.
Piper! No! It's gotta be something we've missed. An old photo lost to time, sweet summertime memory of the little girl with her beloved grandfather.
And her beloved grandfather. Just wrong voice. I need to hurry. I don't want to stay here for too long.
Okay. He searches and searches, and still there's no sign of Lewis. To Hugo, even if there is a fragment, a singular thread to that person, to their real selves, he could find them. But there is nothing. Not one thing pertaining to him. It's as if, though, the thought of Lewis barely exists at all.
What is going on? I clearly sense a present from before, but it's gone again.
Ugh, sorry, my throat.
Damn it! Wish I had more time. No, calm down. It has to be here. I just need to focus.
He ponders again, retracing every step and every little detail, hoping that he overlooks something. It's got to be in the chest. All I know is one tangible thing that connects him and the tether is so close to the space, and most of all to Henry is the letter. Or it's a promise of love, of delicately etched onto a page, but tainted with a powerful, dark enough emotion that has been festering for too long.
Tainted.
From the very start of this, Hugo believed whoever Lewis was, they were the ones responsible. He thought he could find them and convince them to stop their haunting for good, to bring them peace and to move on. However, that isn't the case anymore. A natural force that binds everyone so closely together in this family is not the cause of an angry spirit. No, it's something far more devious than that. He takes the letter out from the envelope and notices a change within. Bearing no reporting thread at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter, or rather what it once was. A sad and tragic love.
If you can't come, then I understand. Things have gotten more complicated with your mother since she found out about us, right?
Was Henry and Louis in a relationship?
I'm sorry, Henry. For everything. It hurts to see you so torn up like this. I would never hurt you or drag you along with me. So if this is to be our farewell, then can I ask you one last favor? Could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me, but I'd like for you to have it. I'd be happy to know it's safe with you. My heart will be ever yours, Henry. Love always, Louis.
It's a homosexual relationship, baby! Woohoo!
So this was the true letter.
A small warmth emanates from the paper, wrapping closely around his fingers, quiet and soothing. The fragment Hugo was searching for.
Louis, I'm sorry. You were also a victim in all this, too. Please, if you can hear me, I need your help.
Without warning, the sound of a click can be heard across the bedroom, as if something unlocked itself. Hugo turns his head around the sound and sees the chest. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well, left to rot on its own. Suddenly he stops at the sound of a sweet voice whispering to him, beckoning him towards the fireplace. Come here, my sweet boy.
I've got to save! Gorge! Go to the painting.
There, mounted by the fireplace, is a painting of a beautiful woman floating on water. Her pale skin is incandescent, brilliant prominently against the contrast of the dark, murky waters that keep her hidden. Keep her bound to her canvas. Hugo stares intently at the picture. An empathetic sorrow swells within him. Disarming his very senses, forcing him to inch closer, surrendering himself to the sweet song. Poor thing. How lonely you must feel. You are a lot like him. Like Henry. As Hugo approaches closer and closer to the painting, his mind screaming to run, he sees it. He finally sees beyond the facade that the portrays what the painting truly is. But don't worry. I can take away that sadness. A deformed creature, a mermaid, floats above the surface. The voice whispers. Large hollow eyes stare back, boring deeply into his eyes. Her skin is melting, bleeding heavily this black ichor as it gushes out from the canvas. Some of it starts to hit not only the floor, but at Hugo as well. The black viscous tar clings persistently onto him, unrelentless as they continue to pile up. And then he feels it. What drew him initially to this thing, a deep sense of longing rushes through him, snuffing out what little control he had left, finally embracing his nature to come home. Take my hand. Without hesitation, Hugo reaches out with his hand, while his body leans in closer to the mermaid. She grabs and pulls him in. Then once looking back, he dives and follows after her, returning to nothing.
That's good. Oh, that's good.
Dude, that's good. That's so good.
Oh, it's so good. No. Stay focused, Hugo. I won't let it get to me.
Preparing himself, he heads towards the chest and opens it. Well, it's good the game both. But like, I mostly was talking about the game when I said that. Inside, scrambled together are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. He continues to rummage through when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. A young man found dead by the lake.
Huh?
An unidentified young man was found in the morning of XXXXXXXXXXX, 3 days prior to his death, according to the police. Well, this is a suicide. Police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself.
This is certainly a tragic loss. An unfortunate event indeed.
XXXX comments.
No claim of his body has been made yet. Lois.
By the corner of Hugo's eye, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. He reaches for it. A locket of brilliant gold shines unblemished, retaining a timeless luster. Inside, it safeguards a picture of a young man with glasses smiling brightly.
This must be the locket he was talking about. It's so pretty.
You know what's also pretty? The look of a good popcorn. Give me Pepsi. Give me some popcorners. Give me a movie. And I'll be a happy camper.
I'm surprised it still shines like this. And this picture. Did he put this here? No. It might have been Henry. But why would he store it away like this? What should I do?
Take the locket.
I should probably hold on to this for now. Take it to him. Please. Lois?
A gentle but distant plea echoes in Hugo's heart. A forgotten ache of yearning and regret grips him deeply. Feelings not of his own start to rise like small ripples on a pond, wanting to be found again and remembered.
Don't worry. I'll bring it to him. I'll make sure of it.
Hugo's about to put everything back in the chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg.
What? Water?
A pool of water relentlessly spreads across
But fuck!
A pool of water relentlessly spreads across the floor. That is a hard sentence for some reason. Already seeping into the chest.
Damn it! No!
Suddenly, the lights shut off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. He was about to call for Noah, but stops at the sight of pale feet before him. Looming over him sits a tall and ominous figure, his face shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears as a young man, but Hugo knows it's far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form. I like the art style. Can't put my finger on what it reminds me of, but massive flashback. I want to do this type of art style. I know that I could. If I gave it enough time. I would love to replicate something like this. Trying to be human. Hugo could only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he's forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within, but at this time it's drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. Words to call to Colby and Earl fail to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his brilliant shadow, he tries to force his body to move. Then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks.
Don't get in my way.
All of a sudden, the door to the bedroom slams shut and the entity disappears. The tension from his body finally releases the agonizing grip and gasps desperately for air. Oh, I'm drowning! Oh, fuck, I'm drowning! His vision blurs and his breathing is haggard. He staggers towards the door. He yanks at the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed.
Fuck! Noah, Colby!
To his dismay, he's only greeted with silence through the end of the door.
Damn it!
From a distance, he faintly hears the sounds of Colby's relentless barking as he gets further away from the house. Leo rushes towards the window. He rushes to pry it open like a door, but a heavy force prevents him from doing so, like being underwater. His movement's slow and drawn out, as if being dragged down by that thing.
Fuck this!
Freddy looks around the room and spots a nearby chair. Without a moment sooner, grabs a chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces.
What the hell is this thing made out of?
Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has left for a final blow.
Damn, you just break already!
Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers his head out to... Fuck! Why? See any railing he can grab a hold of. However, he discovers instead that the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain drastically becomes, he reaches out to grabbing a handful of the vines. Carefully comes out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, a patch of vines he clutches start to tear away from the wall. In desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another and fails when the hand's grip slips out of reach.
Shit!
Ow! Clamoring wildly as he loses grip on the ivy, he crash lands down into the thickest of bushes. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious. An immense pain spreads throughout not only his back, but his entire body.
God, I'm getting too old for this.
Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up.
There's still time. I can do this. I have to do this.
With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started.
To the lake.
To the lake, where this tragedy starts and ends. Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah.
Colby! Noah! Where are you?
He hears faintly the sounds of barking and echoes of the people yelling in the distance. He rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through a downpour. With his heart racing and his blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop! Grandpa! Let me go! My grandpa, he's...
No, Nina. It's dangerous. You'll get hurt too.
I don't care! I don't want to lose anyone anymore! In that instant, Hugo trudges against the water, pursuing Nina's steed.
Hugo? No, don't!
Please felt death to his ears. Not even the whines and worried cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he forges ahead. Nearing the deep end of the lake, he sees Henry Mortimer gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more frail and disheveled than before. It's as if all the life he's lived up until this point has begun to fray, draining every ounce of himself, and surrendering it all to the lake. For Henry could leave in, Hugo reaches out and tugs at his arm.
Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing's waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me.
Motionless and unresponsive, he stares deeply into the water. The haze over his eyes is still obscure and persistent.
There's so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives. And you're one of them. To Nina, you're all she has left. She needs you, Mr. Mortimer.
Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if stirred by the mention of Nina. He slowly turns to face Hugo.
Nina.
There you go. However, just as cool and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him.
No. All of this is my fault. If only I got to Luna sooner, then none of this would have happened. He was waiting for me. Was patient with me. And for all the things he's done, I chose my family over him. He's gone because I didn't pick him.
Henry backs further away from the shoreline.
Mr. Mortimer!
His manic eyes are straying away from Hugo as he keeps his distance from him.
Louis, I'm sorry. I was the one that dragged you into this. You deserved so much more. And I wished...
Henry struggles over his words. He clasps tightly to his shirt, his throat's dry and taut from all that he's bottled up. And from all those repressed and silent years of just waiting. Waiting for this curse to finally take him.
I wished I'd gone with you that night, Louis. Sir, even if you wish to covet that wish, it wouldn't resolve anything. Not for you or Louis. I read what he wrote to you those years ago. He understood if you didn't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Lewis never thought anything less of you. He said so in his letters to you. His letters. For the longest time, I wanted to believe he hated me for that. Resented me for that choice. Or at least, I thought it was easier for me to think that way. How long has it been since I talked about him? It's been too long, sir. But that's why you shouldn't have to shoulder any of that pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. About you and Lewis. All of it. Together.
Hugo extends not only his hand to him, but a promise. A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. A way to forgive himself. Hey, his eyes aren't green anymore! He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a desire to forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he's about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. Its arms unnaturally contort around him while its head perches on its shoulder. This thing. This Lewis is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing, cold green eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing more but despair.
We can be saved. We can be forgiven. There's only one true way out of this. I shall share with you the most happiest of endings.
Before Hugo can reach out for Henry's hand, it disappears into the water.
Mr. Mortimer! Oh God, that was not the screech, the yell I wanted. Mr. Mortimer! That's also not what I wanted. Mr. Mortimer! There we go.
That's better. Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives after him into the abyss. Plunging into icy waters, Hugo feels shocks running rampant through his body, like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers, fiercely and unyielding. His chest tightens and his heart races, begins to kick his legs. Hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he faintly sees a figure slowly descending into the darkness. As he finally gets close to Henry, long snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out of him. He desperately tries to wrench his hands away, but with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier.
Lewis. Where are you, Lewis?
Is!
It's looking for Lewis?
Digging deep into the coat's pockets, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept in had long forgotten. Holding it out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark.
Oh, there you are.
It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops the chain and clicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart and body screaming in pain, he swims desperately to the surface.
Almost there! I just have to!
As the lights from the surface begin to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, it's all he can do. Before he loses consciousness, he notices the figure swimming towards them, getting closer and closer. Then everything fades to black.
This is so good!
Buddy, fella, my dude, you gotta play this. You gotta play this. We're playing Stillwater. You gotta play this. I think you would love this. I'm drifting along with what feels like an endless sea. Hugo courses through the wave after wave, not knowing where he's going or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest?
It's been too long. Maybe I should take that rest now. I like that so much.
I agree, you deserve it.
But not here. I'm sorry for startling you. I just want to see you one last time before I go. Lewis, you've done so much for me and Henry. I can't thank you enough. No worries. I just want to thank you two for watching over me. And also, I want to apologize for my remarks from before. I really thought I had things figured out once I found you, but you know how that turned out for me. It's alright, really. After all this time, I didn't think anyone could hear me. Especially Henry. Lewis. I was worried about him for a long time. He always wanted to keep me away from his personal struggles. To keep me safe from them. But I was too stubborn for my own good. Honestly, I don't regret it. Any of it. Even if I could no longer reach out to Henry. Fate weaved its thread back to you, or tangent, connecting us once more to this very moment. And for that, I am forever grateful to you, Hugo. You're welcome, Lewis.
No, you write me a name and I'll try it. Though it seems a bit like horror. It's not. It's not really horror. It does say that it has horror involved, but there's nothing about it that comes off as like, oh, this is spooky. Like, this is about as scary as Willy's Wonderland, and Willy's Wonderland isn't scary for shit. I wouldn't even say it is that bad. Like, I would say this has like the hints of like horror themes, but isn't horror. But it's a great story. Especially if you like gay romance. From a far off distance, Hugo hears a voice crying out to him, beckoning to return to him.
Well, they're waiting for you. I guess they really are, huh? Take care always, Hugo.
Willy's Wonderland's banned, Sam! I want that woman banned from my chat.
You too, Lewis.
With his eyes closed and his senses still returning, he feels the constant tugs and licks of a certain bloodhound. Is the gay romance, exactly. That's why I was like, hey, I think you're gonna like this. It's about as scary as Scooby-Doo if Fred didn't have his ascot. Like, man, I'm just saying I get all the bitches. Like, so... You didn't find it fun? I'm going to find my foot up your ass more fun than that movie. Whining as he tries to wake up his partner.
Hugo!
He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly close for comfort. Eyes shot right open, he jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining water in his lungs.
Are you alright?
No starts to pat his back while Colby continues to whine over Hugo.
What happened? Where's Mr. Mortimer? He's safe. So is Nina. They're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon. Thank goodness. Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of, thank goodness? I swear you don't listen to a damn word I say. I'm sorry, Noah.
Exhausted, he lets out a sigh, then he continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them. Detective Laurent?
No, Nina.
There's someone I want you to meet.
Hey, it's the proper grandfather who looks like an anime protagonist's father. He's gonna teach me the way of the samurai, and then he's going to die in episode 2. And then I'm gonna have to avenge him by the end of season 2. And then there's gonna be a continuation in which the veiled threat that my grandfather died under is a much bigger scheme at hand, and many, many people are being affected. So me being the chosen one has to go and save the world? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Behind her stands an elderly man. Frail in stature, he timidly looks at the side pensively as he ponders to himself. Although his youth is long faded, his eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They're no longer piercing and vicious green. Only eyes just like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective. I never got a chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Lewis lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I dragged everyone down. But I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her. The one to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. Not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you.
Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him.
It's my pleasure, sir.
No, not the way of the samurai, the heart of the cards, and the secret and the secret magic of the family as the chosen chef of the universe saved the world from a Quaker sword. Also, he's probably ripped beneath those clothes. Maybe. Maybe he's got a full six-pack, and maybe I could eat some fucking souffle off of that shit. Maybe. But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hands one last time.
I hope that someday you two will overcome it.
Huh. He realized.
Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning.
With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although, by closer inspection, it looks like he's going to combust. Motherfucker! I was reading! Look like he's going to combust any minute.
Are you still writing up the report?
Without looking up, Hugo responds back.
Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours too. I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet, I don't like eating by myself.
No, it's the big breakfast! You're making me want to go to a fucking diner.
Let me guess. 2 is better than 1? Bingo! Wow, Hugo. You're really catching on. I'm so proud of you. Now shut it, will you? I swear, if I only had fallen off from that goddamn window, maybe the report would have been shorter.
Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report.
Oh yeah. By the way, mind telling me what happened to the Mortimer's window? I broke it. Well, that's obvious to me, but what I don't understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? I know. It was really dumb of me. I'm sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill. And? Surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. Lucky us, right?
So what? You just call it a day after all that? After all of that?
Jesus Christ.
Tom Carney was right!
Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer.
You broke it, you pay for it! Wouldn't you chill? Of course I'll pay for it!
But each time I kept insisting, he just shrugged it off. He said we already went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. Ugh. You know what? He's right. After all we went through, we at least deserve a nap.
But before he could walk away, he stops and sees a familiar person walking towards the storefront, carrying something with her. Good morning, you two. Just barely a foot through the door, a certain bloodhound stirs up from his resting spot and makes his way over towards Nina, tail uncontrollably wagging. Good morning to you too, Colby. Nina scratches behind one of Colby's ears, making his right foot unconsciously move on his own. Scratching an invisible but desirable spot for him.
Good morning, Miss Nina. Morning? What brings you here on, this time around? Is everything alright with your grandfather?
Yes, he's doing pretty well, actually. Even better than before. We talked so much last night, I hardly slept at all. But honestly, it's been a while since I last spoke to him so freely like that. I hardly feel tired at all.
That's so wonderful to that's wonderful to hear.
But there's something else I wanted to ask the both of you for. To put it bluntly, I need your help. If you two are busy, I'd like some company eating these. Inside a clear plastic bag are a stack of 2 boxes placed on top of one another. She opens the box and reveals a colorful array of neatly organized, decorated donuts, all lined perfectly. Woo! No cramped or squished spaces. A work of art in Hugo's eyes.
Wow, so pretty. The donuts? They look so delicious. We're more than happy to eat these with you, Nina. There it goes again with his donuts. But yes, please join us, Miss Nina. We're about to have our breakfast too. Weren't we, Kuya? Humph. Always so brazen in front of others. You do make it exceptionally easy for me.
You both have such great chemistry with each other.
On second thought, I'm way too tired for this.
I'm gonna have to apologize in advance for this, Nina. But truthfully, I've been running on last night's coffee, and I'm about to pass out any minute now. Motherfucker got called out for being a goddamn homosexual, and in the process of being called out for being a goddamn homosexual, he's like, nah, I'm too tired for this shit. I'm sorry. I don't need this.
But truthfully, I've been running. Oh, I already said that.
No worries. Honestly, I think a little break time sounds like what we all need right now.
Thanks.
Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Colby follows after him.
Would you like to join us, Miss Nina?
I would love to. Are they all sleeping in the office? What kind of fucked up gangbang is this?
I guess we have to save these for later then. Yes, please do. Now come on, it's nap time.
Noah sighs heavily before setting his food down on the desk, and then he gestures Nina towards the sofa, in which she happily takes his offer and joins them. Give me the art. I want to... This image here brings emotions of pure fucking joy. I like this. Somewhere on the NB scale, I want to be in between fucking Noah and whatever her name was again. Can I just say that? I want the messy hair. I want the messy hair, but like the slightly soft and prominent features, but then also like the nice formal yet not formal attire. Mark my words, when I have enough money, I'm actually going to work on my fucking style. You be the one on the right. That's not what I said. I accidentally switched it off. My bad. My bad. Does the Crix forget latency? No. You don't get to use latency as a thing. When I said there was enough of a delay that your ass still got the memo. I know you got the memo. I know you did. I know you did.
I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest. You deserved it.
I'm on the other side of the planet. You are not that far from me, motherfucker. Maybe I'm just calling you out. No, because I said I do. I literally, explicitly, and deliberately stated I do both.
You too.
A calming silence fills the room as they bask under a morning glow. No big parties or celebrations. Just each other's company and sharing the small reward. A small and warm comfort. That was a fantastic fucking game. Okay, that was I love this game. We need to get one more ending though. So give me one sec. No, actually I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to figure out what happens if you leave the locket. No, that's on you guys. You guys should play this. Self-voicing.
Self-voicing enabled.
Oh no.
Self-voicing disabled.
I wouldn't be able to tell. I wouldn't be able to fucking take that seriously if I did that. That was such a good game. That's getting added to my game recommended games list. Like, hands down, that is getting added to my recommended games list. That was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved every second of that. The writing, the art style, the characters, everything. Guys, this won first place for Spooktober Viet, or the Spooktober Visual Novel Game Jam. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw. Actually, it should be already on Steam, because on the itch.io page, it does say that it will be released on Steam and itch.io, which tells me that it should already be there. Either way, still, if when I get, like, actual money, I will update my style and everything. Yeah, it's already on here. I'm adding it to my library on Steam as well, just because I can. Also, yeah, it is very, very much hinted that, like, they're in a gay romance, almost. Or they're meant to be. This came out in 2022? Damn, I need to catch up on some itch fucking, like, hidden gems, because that is fantastic. God, that is gloriously fantastic. Oh. Speaking of a clutch chest, I'm not doing great. Let me get some deep breaths in. Let's start working on some stuff for it from since 2022. Maybe. I doubt it though. I'm hoping you're having a great day and you're staying safe, and happy Pride again. Yep. Well, happy Pride once again. I know you said this yesterday. I think that's enough for viewer suggestions today. There are some more games that I will be checking out soon enough. But ooh. Hold on, I'm gonna mark it as unread. I'm gonna have to look at that soon. How you doing, Elsa? I feel like it's time for us to finally do our part of the night where we look at memes or various little videos. Just relax together, right? That's that time. I do highly recommend, though, if you guys really, 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 really liked what you saw, that you go and give that game a try, at least for yourself. If you missed any parts of it, like, it is a worthwhile experience from start to finish. That is going on my recommended games list so fucking much. Okay. Well, let's get some videos in, shall we? All right. Let me update the title real quick. Relax and, or, we're gonna call it Crix and Chill. Okay. Let's find a nice little video to watch. I know there's a ton of memes that ended up popping up on that one channel that we found. So let me scroll down a little bit, find what I can find. How are you guys holding up, by the way? Everyone doing all right? Let's get some nice memes in. What the fuck? Oh no. Grandmothers will do anything to make sure you eat their cooking. I'm hungry, that's about it. Back so crunchy as usual. My back's also currently crunchy. What the fuck? That's a fat ass cat. Oh. No. Don't make fun of the Downs kid. Woo! Joe Wilkinson's brilliant, yeah. Those are not remotely the same fucking things. Fuck you.
What the fuck, Mr. Bean? Why is there more Cars memes? Ooh. Bird! We gonna fight and you lost. I too bought a pran of Kringles. The fuck is that laugh? That was kind of funny.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, it's its underwear. Piper's staring at fucking Crad again. You can do better, Piper. He's not good enough for you. Mostly because he's cardboard. Alcohol is an aisle 10. Huh. Is the dish or a fuck? Well, that was not as good as I remember it being. Then again, not all of them are going to be made equal. Alright, let's see how badly autistic I am. What the fuck? What? I love only making personal art only once a year. Battle Block Theater. Or Battle Block Theater, sorry. Pumpkin! Kinda like that. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? I'm in the house. Like carpet. 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 Fit. Get out, the house. In the house like carpet. The usurper has blood on his hands.
Some of these I have known for a while. Skeletons can't even say it correctly. Oh no, she's looking at the screen now. You have to put the CD. No. Who's the man? What the fuck? That's pretty fucking good. No! I have so many fucking questions. What? What? Boom! Fish! Good old Joel. I love Joel. Stop yelling! I hate this. Why? 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 You know we come. What? At jail. No! Oh, Mario Party 8! This game's a bunch of poopy ass sticks. No. No! Shut up sometime. They're just circles! What? I'm the Joker, baby!
I feel like I had a stroke watching most of that. And I can't tell if that's the age finally starting to set in. I'm not quite sure, actually. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here, because I'm fucking tired as hell. And I'd like to get some decent sleep, or at least relax a bit, maybe get some properly to eat that's not fucking popcorners. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I've had an absolute blast as burping, apparently, as always. And if you like what you saw, ! Socials, as always, reach my link tree to my YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, and more, so go and check that out. And then, of course, you can also help support me on Patreon for $1 a month. You get access to a bunch of exclusive posts every week, every Wednesday. And, yeah, you just get to help me out with quality stuff and trying to not live in a fucking shithole maybe at some point, take care of my cat, whatever it may be that I need on a given month that doesn't allow me to stress myself out. And then, of course, if you can't, you can also join in for free and get access to exclusive free posts every first Wednesday of the month. And of course, join the Discord. We do watch parties every Sunday. You can help suggest games for me to play on our Sunday suggestion streams, hang out with an awesome community, and suggest changes to the Discord and to the stream. So, would be awesome if you did that. Let's go get someone to raid. Let's see. Who do we got live? Not a whole lot of people, but I see Riker's live, so we're just going to go raid Riker, because I think Riker needs some more love. Again. Riker_ninja. Well, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow for some 90s ads. And as always, thank you to the lovely, lovely people who are over on the Bite Victim tier, Gonryu, Ducat, and Tekahorangi for helping me out. You guys make a huge difference, so thank you very much. And take it easy.